I became a police officer in 2007 until November of 2010. I noticed something was wrong towards end of 2009, beginning 2010. I had really bad anxiety. I was irritable, and I was getting more angry, especially at home with the kids. I just knew something wasn't right. And then on the job, I was becoming more aggressive. I was having homicidal thoughts towards people, and eventually more and more increasingly suicidal thoughts. My sister-in-law has a daughter at 1 to 2 years old, suffered 500 to 600 seizures a day. They had her on a bunch of pharmaceuticals. They didn't give her long to live, and she would not accept that. They moved out to Colorado and started medical cannabis, and it's seen great improvement. I've seen great improvement in her. She knew a lot more about medical cannabis and had mentioned it to me several times, but my background as a police officer, it was so ingrained in me that marijuana was bad. I've arrested people, sent people to prison for carrying marijuana and dispensing it. I just didn't want to try it, but after 7 years of doctors, therapists, psychologists, battling it on my own, not being me, taking medication that had bad side effects, I didn't want that stuff in me anymore. I finally got to a point where what could have hurt? Within 3-4 weeks, I started noticing differences in my work life, in my home life, just my overall feeling. And I remember at one point there was just a point where I felt like I had my life back. It would be really nice to, I guess, be able to see a doctor that understands and can possibly, well, what you're taking is good, but in order to maybe balance you out even more, maybe it needs to be a little bit higher THC and lower CBD. I want to make other police officers, firefighters, people who've suffered traumatic events to realize that there's other ways out there, and there is help out there that can help you other than the prescription drugs. If I could change my mind, anybody can, to at least change my viewpoint on it. I never would have thought that I would have almost done a 180. Thank you for your continued support and compassion.